All right. You might think, why the heck did I work in the government? And it's actually because no one wants to work there, but it's so impactful. And this really drives me, honestly. How can I tackle industries that are not sexy and build a movement around it? I love fiction really a lot. And Lumos is comes from Harry Potter, right? It's the magic spell that illuminates the magic at the tip of the magic wand. And J.K. Rowling once said, the best stories stay with you forever. Maybe you remember the one book that stayed with you forever. And honestly, I think company building is like writing beautiful stories, right? A beautiful story has a hero's journey. The hero goes out on an adventure and comes back home transformed. And also a user goes out on an adventure and comes back home transformed. And so I was thinking, how can I actually build a story with this new company? So, what does a good story entail? Four steps. The first step is it has a big undeniable change. Harry Potter's parents sadly passed away. And then we have the enemy. Here he is, the Voldemorts. We need to beat him in order to reach the promised land, which means a world in peace. And all of that ends with the monster slayer, which is Harry Potter. So, how to tackle an unsexy industry, and for us, it's IT, and create a movement instead of just a product. So, for us, the big undeniable change is we call it the app apocalypse, right? Product-led sales, Alexa here, you are the reason why, we use 400 different applications. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? But a company with 1,000 different people uses around 600 applications. It's crazy. Apps are here, they're everywhere. It's the apocalypse. So what's the big enemy? We call it centralized admin work. What does that mean? This is the CIA published in 1944 a guide how to sabotage a workplace. No joke. 1944 during World War II. And number one was never take shortcuts, always go through channels. And so for Lumos, imagine, you join a new company, you open your laptop, you want to sign into apps, and it doesn't work. So what do? You go through a channel, and the channel is you create an IT ticket. Everyone hates it. Even IT hates it. I mean, like they're swamped with busy admin work. So the problem is not the IT ticket, it's how companies work nowadays. We centralize help. We centralize help. Everything is centralized. Bureaucracies are centralized admin work. They want to help, right? But it slows everyone down. So the biggest problem in companies nowadays, introduced by the CIA, is centralized admin work. So what's the promised land? So the promised land is, and it's dark for a good reason, because the promised land is self-governance. And what does self-governance mean? Imagine you can, with a single click, just help yourself. Like similar to a vending machine, right? You toss a coin in and get a chocolate. And I would say in companies, it's you need to always go to a person that said your centralized admin work and you cannot help yourself. So with self-governance, we really change how companies work. We change from going to someone to helping yourself. We change from giving someone fish to teaching them how to fish. So how can we actually change how companies work? By introducing decentralized self-governance. And how are we going to do that? Apple did it with the consumer app store. You don't write tickets to Apple, right? You go to the app store and just get what you need. And we're building the first app store for companies. Imagine you join a company, you go to the app store, you click on Airtable, you click the permission that you need. We handle the approvals internally through Slack, and you get it. And IT loves it as well, because as soon as you don't need it anymore, we remove your account and save money. Right now, we raised $30 million from A16Z. We went from zero to $1 million in 9 months. We are 5xing our revenue right now in terms of growth rate. And it's a ton of fun. I hope we convinced you to kind of come and join us to not just like build a product, but really create a story, right? And build a movement for like an industry that's like usually not looked at. That's the interesting part, I would say. And let's make technology just a click away. And how? J.K. Rowling with a little bit of magic. All right, thanks so much.